have to like scare it into showing my iPad each time. Alright, so we're gonna let everybody come in a little bit here. Just be chilling. Oops. How's everybody doing? I got new signs for my business. I got them, I placed an order through Vistaprint, and this is going to be a plug. I'm going to do a post, and I'm going to tell everybody about it, because I ordered these signs, I ordered some tags, I ordered a really cool stamp for my business. There's like some sales, but they're things that I had been looking at, and they shipped them practically instantly. So when I was off a couple weeks ago, I had them printed, and then they shipped it like the next day, I think. And then they're not very far from me, and the delivery company, who I won't name here, it sat with them for a long time. And by a long time, I mean a couple of days. Like generally, the way things move through the delivery system, I would get it the next day. I gave it the day because I know they had Canada Day in there. And then the Monday, I didn't hear from them. The Tuesday, I didn't hear from them. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to see if they can find it and just get it moving and see what's going on. And they were like, oh, we need Vistaprint to submit a ticket to say that it's lost. I'm like, well, I'm telling you it's lost. Anyway, so I emailed Vistaprint and was like, hey guys, this is the situation. Would you mind opening one of these tickets for me just to take a look? And I hadn't even looked at what my supposed to be delivered by date was. I didn't even look at it. I was just like, hey, can you just give it a kick? I have a couple weeks before I need these things. And instead of submitting a ticket, Vistaprint's like, oh, well, we'll just reprint it and send it to you. And by the 2 days from then, I had my parcel, and then the initial one kicked off, and so I have my things twice. And they were like, don't even bother sending it back. Don't worry about it. I was floored. The stuff looks amazing. My product looks really good. I got some tags for the barn. You guys get the first sneak peek. Fun little tags here for some of my knitted items, and a lifetime supply. So I can't recommend them enough. They've done very well for me in the past, but this experience is just chef's kiss. They freaking slayed. They did so good. So I'm highly recommend. Antoine's in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Oh my goodness. Dan's in the chat. Welcome to the stream. I think it's Dan. Nothing Happens TV. What's up, yo? Antoine's here. So glad to see you all. Is everybody staying cool where they are? We're going to have the air conditioner hanging out with us this time. It is not cool enough for me to turn her off. I'm so sorry. She's working too hard for me to want to put her through that. Alright. So yeah, that's my little Vistaprint plug. Strongly recommend. Like I said, they've done well for me in the past, but they really pulled it out for this one. Super stoked. You hope you'll be here for the stream next week. I thought you were vacationing next week. Oh, nuts. Come on. Alright, so we are working on... Oh, you're going this Thursday. Okay, cool. Okay, well, don't ruin your vacation because of the stream. You can rewatch for sure. For sure. But we will be always happy to have you if you do come. Alright, guys. One more... We've got another tarot card here. There's 2 more after this. 2. 1, 2. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do. This is our very last tent card. This card, the tent here, is the Feats of Illustrious Illusion. Very important tent. Our lovely lady that we've seen in a few cards recently, she is our main illusionist in this tent. And as you can see, she's doing a lot of witchcraft here. So she is, she generally, when you come in, Harvey's in the chat, hello. When you come into her performance, everybody's just sitting in the circle, and then there's a chair in the middle of the tent that suddenly catches fire. And when people go to leave, they get nervous because there's no way out of the tent. And then they find out that this one lady who's sitting in the audience is actually your illusionist. And she comes up, and now I'm going to mess up the order of this, but there's like, she throws a silk, like, either she throws a silk fabric and then pulls it away, and then there's birds, or her hat turns into the silk fabric. So that's why we have all the things. And then when she pulls it off the fire chair, there's birds underneath. So yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm just going to throw some color on here, and we'll see what the heck we're going to do today. So what's up with everybody? What is new? We need a white of some kind for our birds. We're going to need black, because her dress is black. Oof. Cool story. Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's actually kind of fun to see, like, that's the original bit from the book that it just is described for the tent, but it's interesting to see how, like, all of the cards have kind of evolved into their own thing and not really leaning on the story as much. So yeah, it's super cool. But there's lots going on, and I feel like the cards have been able to tell their story, which I really like. Okay, what colors do I have? We need even though it's a black and white card, we need some middle ground here. So we have 2 more cards after this one left. The sketches are all done. And yesterday I actually almost I finished the last card, air quotes, like what I'm going to launch as the last card. I have a little bit of tweaking I want to do on it now that I thought about it today, but generally we're down to the wire here, folks. And then, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm going to do with myself. Well, I know, like, there's going to be lots of, sorry, I just want to figure out which pattern I want next. Use something light. I think we'll do this one. Like I've mentioned in the past lives, like, there's still the book that has to be done that goes with it and all that kind of madness. Okay. But when the cards themselves are done, I'm not sure what the heck I'm going to do with myself. Alright, let's start making some magic here. Okay, so always increasing my color margins here as much as I can. See, it's a little too high because it's not factoring in my liner. So what that's doing, I created my reference layer at the very top. For anybody lurking who's newer to fresco, at the very top I created my reference layer, I think. Yes, I created that reference layer. That's all the liner that I want. I want the paper patterns to factor in. And then your color margins will, sorry, I just need to undo what I did. Will is kind of how much of those lines we want to factor in. I feel like I'm missing, I have to be missing something. There's no way that this is, no, there's no way. There's something wrong with the reference layer. Hang on. There's no way that that's a thing. Okay. Delete mask. So that would, like, the margin is kind of like how much it wants to factor in the different lines. So if you have like pretty rough, sketchy lines, you're going to want a lower margin just to know how it factors in. But something's wrong with this one. So I'm going to delete this layer. I always copy, so we have some room. Okay, so I'm going to select multiples here. I'm going to select all my liner. Oh, I think I missed some of my ribbons. That's why. That's why. I didn't grab the ribbon layers. So I take all my main liner and my stained glass lines. I don't take the hierarchy lines because they tend to help me cover up some of the imperfections. So I'll just grab those, duplicate those layers, merge the layers, and take them outside of this group and put them at the very top, and then make set as reference. And then you'll see my lines got really thick there. You set the reference. It's just to show everything. Not a big deal. All we have to do is hide that one out. And when you hide it, it still factors in all of the lines that are on that reference layer, as long as you don't remove it as a reference. Let's try this again. So now I'm going to do my fill, and we're going to fill it on this mask. I think I can get pretty high. I think if I do all the way up to the 255, sometimes it doesn't factor in the lines. See, there you go. That's what I wanted it to do last time. But I forgot to factor in the ribbons. That was my fault. Okay. I wonder if we can just keep going higher. Yeah, see if you go like 255, it's just not really factoring in at all. 250. Just shy of 255 tends to work. Alrighty. Now we definitely want the ribbon. I think is black in the story, but again, we're doing it inspired by. So we need something red in here anyway. Like I said, it's a black and white card. We do need the that pop of red for sure. Okay, and then I'm going to need to move those up here because we're going to desaturate in a second. Nope, that's not what I wanted. We're going to do hue saturation, and we're going to suck all the color out of that. Yes, see, now everything's black and white. So don't accidentally put any color in this that doesn't need to be there. This one first. No, reveal please. There we go. So what has everyone been up to? What are we working on? I've been furiously working on prep for the shops I'm in on August 1st. It's kind of taking over all my stuff right now, which is good. Enjoying the weather when it's not too stinking hot. The heat tried to kill us all on volleyball last week. Not very nice. Let's find a balance here. I think we'll do black on her hat, on her chapeau. And then we're gonna do why do we do default of white? That doesn't make any sense. Is this on top of? It wants to be on top of this. Oops, that's a very large brush. I'm just painting this in because my line isn't complete. But I don't want her hair to be the same color as her skin. It doesn't make any sense. And then I'm going to do this. I think I forgot to do something on one of my other cards. Oh no, do it all. Penny's here. The power is back. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Hope you're back up and running fully now. Thank goodness. What an ordeal. No. Hey, knock it out. What the heck? One more. Okay, fine. I will make it this color. I have decided. You see? Ooh. What a crazy month for everyone. Penny's been without power. A bunch of people back home are without internet. This place, I tell ya, it's been wild. It's been wild. Let's go on her dress. Wicked. Okay. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Now, threw off my groove a little bit last week to not have all the line art in place that I want to do, so we're going to go back to it. We're going to put some color on here so that I don't lose track of what the heck I'm trying to do. Okay, so we want... Oh, come here. You just don't want to be a 10 brush? Okay, that's cool. Alrighty. Something's not right. This is a 10. Maybe it is. Why are you over talking about me? That's because I'm drawing the wrong thing. There we go. Sheesh. Get it together, Erin. Line just didn't feel thick enough, and that was the wrong layer. Good Lord. As I mentioned, this past couple weeks I've been prepping for some shop updates, being in a store nearby, and then seeing how that goes and potentially adding it to another store. Then I have 4 markets in the fall winter time. There's a couple I haven't heard from that I feel like I would have by now, but that's okay. 4 is a lot, considering I also have a full-time job. But I'm excited to share the tarot cards and everything with everybody. The only way I get to see the reaction is if I'm there in person, so. Just managing my time. Making sure I don't overcommit myself, which I definitely have done. Super fun pulling things together. I get to support some local businesses. I get to support some local Canadian businesses while I do my work. Doing some research on local printers for the tarot cards. Not getting a lot of feedback there, which is unfortunate. But I'm not disappointed to keep working with the company that did my test run. No problems there. Can't believe that it's mid-July already. It's a little bit madness. I feel like the year started a little bit low-key, slow and sauntery. And now we're in the middle of July already, which is crazy. Oh dear. The end of FIFA too, which is wild. Oops. That's not even close to what I wanted. Tarot cards are done, I have to think of what the next projects are that I'll bring to the live streams. For a little bit I'll be doing some InDesign live streams for the books, which I may reach out to Penny for some assistance, because I know she's a InDesign wizard. So I know we'll do that for a little bit. Some fun experimental art or something. We'll definitely be coming back to this style though. I really enjoy the rhythm I've built here. Yes, yes. Penny says, oh yes, I can help with that. Yes. It's, I think like I mentioned on our stream together, I've used InDesign. I used it extensively when I was in school, but haven't used it a lot since, so I suspect she's a little changed and altered from the last time I used it. So it will be a fun project. Yeah, I could see myself still sinking into styles like this, maybe playing with some different paper patterns. And there are some other paper packages here, some other color palettes. Switch it up a bit. But right now we're going to savor these last 3 cards. Because 2 years is a long time. So quiet today. That's okay. It's hot where you are. Conserving energy is key. Is hot. Oh dear. Now I know your power's back. Did you get your AC fixed, Penny? I know you were having issues with that too. I know you had some interim fans and AC units. I feel bad for anybody who doesn't have AC. I went a while before buying my AC unit here, but this summer, nope. That would not have been a thing. We got it under control now. Oh, thank goodness. Phew. Because, yeah, it's supposed to feel like 45 or something tomorrow, Celsius. It's supposed to cool down a little bit before volleyball, which is good. A lot of us were, like the sand was burning my feet. Like, not even being dramatic. We had to shove all the sand around while we were warming up because it was literally scorching our feet. No fun. Come here. Usually like you get into the groove and get involved and you get into the game and don't feel it so much, but oof, that was a lot last week. Alessandra's in the chat. Yes, the AC is here. It is too hot to turn her off. I'm so sorry. Enjoy the lulling tones of the AC unit. I was just saying, it's like feeling like 45 here tomorrow. No, thank you. Now, ladies, don't fight. How did your streams go this weekend, Alessandra? I was buried under craft supplies and could not get to my iPad. It sounds like a cheap excuse, but I swear. You should have seen my apartment this weekend. It was ridiculous. Covered in ribbons and fabric and all that kind of stuff. Building the hats for this Barntique business. Oh dear. Well, you're both here now, and that's the key bit. That's the key bit. No. This one? I'm never going to find that dot again. So what's new with you, Alessandra? Did you get to do your market? I can't remember if you told us when it was. I knew you were waiting to see if it was going to be a go for weather. Oh, it hasn't happened yet. Okay, cool. Because I've seen a lot of crazy market weather and such. Like I see the videos and I go, oh my gosh, that's crazy, and I scroll by, but then I forget to check where it is. But there was like one market I was looking at, and it was a full-on like hailstorm, and then there was one where all the tents were flooded. It's been a weird summer, that's for sure. I need to finish my bookmarks, but I don't know if I'll have enough time for the market. When is it supposed to be? Because I feel that energy. Oh my god, I'm not going to get everything done, even though every time I get everything done. Oh, this week. Oh, goodness. You can do it. I believe in you. The ones I saw on Instagram this morning looked really good. I think I found your story from yesterday. You were looking really good. I know you can do it. You can do it. Okie dokie. I believe in you. Yeah. I think I saw a thing. What was it on Instagram? It said, like, first, you stress out a lot for someone who always gets it done on time or something like that. It's like, for someone who always gets it done on time, you stress out a lot. And that's me all the time. Just be like, oh, you don't have enough time to do everything. And they're like, okay, but you do though, so just like calm down. I tend to fill my schedule, but I'm also willing to take things off the schedule to make things work. Like already, I've canceled some stuff I wanted to do at the end of this year because I was like, there's no way I'm going to get that done. Why would I even try that? I think for these bookmarks, I won't finish them on time. Oh, bummer. What you should do, which would be super fun, and I hope you do this because I see other people do it, and I don't do it at my booth, but I probably should. Is what you should bring some and color them while you're there, so that people are like, oh my gosh, this is actually hand drawn. An artist did this. There's no AI business happening here. And then you're approachable because you're not like staring at them when you're at they're at your table, but then you're also like showing that your art is handmade. I may have to do that. Sweet. And then if you finish one when you're there, then you can be like, oh my gosh, you got this one that's fresh off the presses, one of a kind, first edition, etc. I'm going to work on a duck one now, and it's going to say, duck off, I'm reading. I love it. Yes, yes, I'm always here for a fun pun. I saw a reel today, and the girl was talking about, she does like the little like fold over magnet bookmarks, and she always has, like, I've seen her a few times where she posts, and I forget her account name, so I do apologize to her. I'll put her name in the comments if I can find her account later today. But she does these fold over bookmarks, and there's always like paper patterns, or she prints them and she cuts them, and she does all the corner edges, and she'll show her reel of, like, is always her process of how she scores them and how she makes them really nice, and how she takes really good care of it, and like takes care in building her things and packaging them. So she does lots of those kinds of videos, which I always find super relaxing, because talking to a coworker today, packaging is one of our both of our favorite things about like markets and stuff. Like we like drawing and doing the content, but like putting it all together in the end is actually like really fun. Anyway, this girl posted on her account how like one of her like videos that she was posting of these processes and prepping for a sale or an order, people were reaming her, being like, $5 for a bookmark? That's outrageous. Who's even buying them anymore? This is horrible for the environment. What are you even doing? And like hate all over the place. And I was like, what is going on? And people, even in the comments of this video, like, so she called it out on her account and was like, yeah, so the comment section like chose violence this morning. And then even in the comments for this video, they're like, no, really, no one uses bookmarks. I'm like, I beg to differ. A lot of people use bookmarks. I was like, bookmarks are my top seller because everybody loves them. And you can never have too many because the second you start a new book, they all hide. They're like reverse Toy Story. They just hide in the shelves and stuff until you just find a receipt and use that instead. Okay, yes, when I find the account after the live stream here, I'll send it to you. But yeah, I was like mind blown by people being like, who's like spending $5 on a bookmark? I'm like, I know lots of people who've spent like an absurd amount of money on a bookmark. Like there's some bookmarks out there that are $60 and $70 and they sell out on the regular. Yeah, exactly, Alessandra. So she says like, wow, the hate, shake my head. I bet that person has nothing else to do but be negative. 100%. And that's the comments were called out on that too, just being like, really, we're gonna hate on this small business right now? That like this one small business is why we have all the environmental issues that we have and the economy issues that we have. Her selling bookmarks for $5 is really what's going to like wreck the economy? Come on. There's so many worse things you could be spending your money on, and they're really cute bookmarks. Like they're super adorable. So yes, I will send them, add them to the comments, etc. I'm not trying to take any credits or anything. She deserves all of her dues. But yeah, I was just mind blown by like, it's a bookmark, guys. The $5 is wicked reasonable. I think I'm underselling mine at $5 for sure. The way people are snapping them up. Yeah, I always say when I hear things like that, Alessandra, I'm always like, these people need a hobby. Like I want to have little hobby kits on my person at all times. Like here are some crayons. Please try coloring. I think you will feel better about things. Alessandra, slay. I think the whole White House library or something like that's being rebuilt for Orange Man. That's a waste of money. Let the woman make her bookmarks. Yes! What Alessandra said. There's so many crazier things that are happening in the world. I think we can just let people make some nice things. It's like, let's all be nice to each other. Let's just be neat. I agree. Sheesh. Unbelievable. Actually, a lot of the comments were funny because they were just like, if there was a hate comment, just like, oh my god, you're wrecking the blah blah blah. Some of the comments replied like, you could have just kept scrolling. Like you could have just scrolled past, which is generally my thing. Like my algorithm's pretty neat in that I'm not really seeing stuff that like I hate or is angering me. But like I'm like, oh, that's not my thing. I will just continue scrolling, harassing the person and telling them your art isn't my thing. Blah blah blah. It does nothing. It does nothing. There's just be nice to people. It takes a lot for artists to post their stuff online as it is. Just be nice. Oy, 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 oy. It's so much more encouraging to be like a cheerleader too. I think everybody's doing freaking awesome. Okay. I don't know if I know this has been a recurring theme, but I don't know if my Apple Pencil's dying on me, or if I need a new nib, or what. But what I do need is for it to last 3 more tarot cards. Is what I need. Oops. Oh, I seriously did that all in one line? Amateur hour. Come on, Erin. So... Oy, 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 oy. Oops. Oh, no, that's not good. Mafu's in the chat. Welcome to the stream. How is the tech and business going? I've seen your name pop up all hours doing your streams. I love it. Okay. This one. And then this one. This one. And to really think about how I was layering this ribbon, because I have just thrown these kinds of ribbons on in the past all on their own layer, but then when we get to this point and putting the shadows and stuff over the different layers, I have to start being creative with the lasso tool. So I slowed down a little bit on this one and made sure that I broke the ribbon up into proper layers so that I don't have to do that. Because while I'm certain at the final tarot print size, you won't notice the little messiness that happens, I will know it's there. And then this part of the process, I don't have to think extra hard about it. I can just fall into it. Thank you for streaming today. I'm so happy my streams have reached you. Yes! I've seen them pop up. It's so good. I was just telling Alessandra I wasn't able to watch many streams this weekend, but I do hope to catch up on some this weekend. I'll be doing some product packaging and tagging and stuff, so I'm hoping that I'll be near the computer so I can watch some of the fun. How are things in your part of the world, my dear? Doing great. Both Din and Devilgen are at Gary U and Red ranks right now. Wow. And I'm so happy about it. Love it. My friend has recently offered to teach me to play Lars soon, too. I'm looking forward to it. Lars. I haven't heard of Lars before. That's amazing. And how are me and Mojo? Me and Mojo are great. We are a little roasty. It's a little warm here, but as you can hear, we have the air conditioner ready to go. And I've forgotten how to draw, so we're going to try all of this section again. We're doing really great. We had a chill weekend at home while I was doing product things. And we've been doing good. Going out for walks, hanging out, trying to enjoy the summer. I'd like to get on the balcony more, but it's been way too hot. I'm turning Mojo into a little hot dog. I'll have to send some of my Lars games someday if I find any. Sounds good. Yeah, no, we were pretty lucky in having our air conditioner, but the outside's pretty hot. He doesn't like the water very much, but he's going to daycare tomorrow, so I may have them put him in the water. So we may be in a fight tomorrow. No, we don't want to turn Mojo into a hot dog. He's got his little fur coat on. I think that's enough. Poor little guy. Is this on this layer? No, it's on a different layer. Okay. Okay, I just want to keep doing this. This is what I want to do. Hanging out. Yeah, he's enjoying sleeping in the air conditioning. He's not fighting me too hard on that one. Holy cow, 7:45 already. What an outrage. It's so late, Mafu. So glad you're here. Hanging out with us at this late hour. I never want to miss Houston to a stream. Oh my goodness. I love that. Thank you so much. You said to prepare for work shortly, and I saw you live. You work this early in the morning? My goodness gracious. Never want to miss a Houston to a stream. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Neither do I. It's one of my favorite parts of the week. Oh, come on, you. That's madness. I need you to play the game here, bro. Hot. It's not even hot. It's weird. Oy, 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 oy. Holy cow. Head out for work at 5 a.m. and clean until maximum 3 p.m. That is a long shift. Yikes. Although, depending on the weather, I suspect you get a lot done before it gets too wicked hot. That is a lot of work. Good for you. Sometimes I have to stay a little longer to help with extra chores. My goodness. Do you get paid overtime for that? I'm a strong advocate for people getting paid for the work that they do. One does not work for free, Daddy. One should not work for free. I understand that there are scenarios may require it. But I also feel like you should be able to fight for your own time too. I mostly clean the inside of the house, but I do clean the front entrance. Okay, so what? There's not an issue. My parents won't let me get paid for my job. It's okay though, I love my job. Okay, I have many questions, but I think it's more of a cultural understanding that I am missing here. But I'm glad you love the work that you do. That is key. So, okay. So how come your parents won't let you get paid for your job? And then why have the job? In all very respectful tones. I'm just curious about the dynamic. Because if you do love your job, not getting paid for it's okay. And I also feel like you should get paid for it. Because cleaning's a lot of hard work and you take it very seriously. Because from our chat on our stream together, you take it very seriously. And I feel like that should be rewarded. Supporting our family prefers to take care of the financial support his own. Okay, so you get paid, but it goes to the family then? Is that the dynamic then? Holy cow, Apple. Get your pen together. Oh dear. I had a drop. I wanted to be a cleaner, and when I found out that I could help out Madame and her family, I couldn't resist but say yes. Cool. So do they pay you for your work, but the money goes to your family? Or do you just help them out with the free cleaning? Zero judgment, I'm just curious. You do all of it for free. Okay, your dad's getting paid through his job. Okay, interesting. Well, very cool. That's good for you to be able to help people out. I really like that. I think that's a really great. If you're able to do something like that, that's super great. Because I also think like volunteering, just kind of technically what you're doing, is also extremely rewarding work as well. So that's good. Okay, so that's definitely a different dynamic than I'm used to, but I think that's really great. And if you're able to still do life things, you're not limited in any way, meaning like it sounds like you're still able to do like your tech and stuff, which is super great. Best job ever to me. I love that. I love that you like that. Different dynamic. It's just, yeah, I just think over here, like where, and like how I grew up, there's not so much that same kind of family financial stuff. Like I think when I was living at my house, my parents kind of took over the money and such, but I was still able to get a job and then eventually save, but that money was going to like school or to anything extra that I wanted to do, that kind of thing. I'm always very interested to see how everybody handles things, because even if it's not a cultural thing, it's just like a family dynamic thing or whatever it might be, I think I'm always fascinated with the new approach, different approaches. I play Tekken whenever I can, especially now since I'm on a team. Woohoo! I love that. Super cool. And yeah, like if you love your job, then that's a key thing. Like they always say, like, if you love your work, you never work a day in your life. And I think that there's a degree of truth to that, where your work doesn't feel like work. But sometimes on some harder days, it's nice to know, like, when you're having harder days, the encouragement that a paycheck is coming in keeps you from rage quitting. I took after school jobs, yes. Yep, I had wanted to save up and prepare for school, and we have a big family, so we wanted to make, like, if there was anything extra we wanted to do for, like, going to the movies and things like that, we wanted to make sure that we had money for that. When we learned to drive, it was helping with gas money. Mostly saving for school, though. That was our main thing. I have a bad habit of reminding myself I can't treat my job as a hobby. That would be an interesting line to draw. It'd be like, I'm not getting paid, I'll just do what I want. Like, people are relying on me, though. But yeah, that would definitely be a challenge. She had an after school job. You're cleaning, though. And it was like good experience. Like when we were working, like it was good to save money. Like it was good to teach us financial skills and like saving your money and managing your bank accounts and things like that. But also just kind of the customer service and dealing with humans out in the world and getting that dynamic and working with your boss and working like maybe when you don't want to and all that other kind of stuff. Like just being like, this is how work works. So this is how the world works, and learning how to like run different parts of the store, like inventory and closing out, ticket counting, and that kind of stuff. Yes, those skills are very important for your future. So like even though I'm not really in a technically customer service job anymore, it taught me like important people skills and interaction skills and ways to just kind of how you just interact with people on a regular basis. And it's a good thing. It's a good skill for people to have. And I also think that people who worked in some sort of service industry are less inclined to be jerks to those who work in the service industry. It blows my mind the amount of people who will be mean to a server who goes away and out of sight and handles your food. Blows my mind. Oops. At the very worst, it might teach you things that you don't want to do moving forward. But hopefully, you can learn some positive things that you can use. I hear that too. So Puppy says some of us service providers can be quite jerks. Actually, it depends on the employee's attitude. I hear that too. If you're going to treat me like a servant and treat me like I'm beneath you when we are working together, because technically they need you to help with the cleaning, then I don't see a reason to be super joyful. I hear you. There's a balance for sure. The customer's not always right, I don't think. Oh dear, look at this mess I'm making. Look at this mess. Holy cow, that line got out of control. Oh, Lord, I just wanted to zoom in. Yes, I'm not saying that all customers are the problem. There are some servers with some attitude issues. It happens. And it could be the nature of like their job too. Like one of the people who works at my apartment complex here, she works at the front desk. And every time I interact with her, I try, like I do with any person, try and be very pleasant and conversational and all that. But when you ask questions of her, she gets a little almost defensive and all that. And I try not to take it personally because I know it's not me. And I know because most people are coming into her space in a day and probably like yelling or giving her a hard time about rent prices or inconveniences around the building or whatever else. So she mostly has people coming in complaining, whereas I'm just like, I'm asking a question. So it could be just the nature of their job as well. The balance is important for both the employer and the employee to be happy, but the employee needs to be aware that they have boundaries. Yes. If they dare cross the line, then the relationship between both sides falls apart and distrust grows. I hear that. Yes. Yes, there's definitely a balance, but sometimes a degree of hierarchy. Oh, come on. So I'm going to finish this line and then we'll let these people get on with their day. Yeah, everybody's got to work together. Big team effort. Okay. Sorry, the pencil's being kind of a jerk. Just fine. Oh, bro, come on. You just want to draw the picture, yo. Okay. This isn't that big of a file, bro. Come on. It's being kind of a jerk. Come on. Undo. Finish this line. I'm supposed to be kind of a weenie about it. Yeah. Perfection. Alright. I might show this a little bit. Okay, we'll do this. Just finish the dress. Go from there. in a lot of detail on purpose because we're going to have some of our magic spell type stuff in there. And I want to make sure, oops, I'm not going to put too much effort into fleshing out the hand if we're not going to put all the information in it. Mafi says, I have to prepare for work right now, but I really appreciate the conversation concerning the service industry and the importance of employees' attitude and environment. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a lovely stream. Thank you so much, Mafu, for coming in. I hope you have an excellent work day. I hope it's wonderful and you get to use your favorite vacuum. Yes, please. That would be great. Would love to get caught up on this Lars situation. Okay, almost there. Come on. Just hang in, bro. Totally looking forward to vacuuming. I knew you would be. I knew you would be. My iPad's getting cranky with me, so I'm going to put a little squiggle on this layer so I remember to finish this. Oh, you know what? It's not that much longer. We'll see if the iPad's not getting cranky with me. If I can just put these last lines in here, then we will be good. I feel like this is one that I would probably forget to put back in if I didn't do it instantly. Oh dear Lord. Okay, let's try it. Okay. It's a few extra minutes hanging out with these lovely people. Swoop lines are a lot to keep smooth because they're not really like kind of like a real curve. I don't know, like if I was to hold the pencil still, it'd probably go to a straight line because it's such a gradual curve. So longer ones like this are tougher to get smooth, but I think we did okay with this one. Excellent. Alrighty. There she is. The last tent card in progress. My goodness gracious. Okay, I think this is a pretty logical place. Just in time for the AI bots to come in. Get out of here. Looks great. Thanks, Alessandra. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to have back next week. I don't know if I'm going to have more tarot to do, but we'll be back with something awesome. I'm very excited. Keep following Instagram to keep seeing the cards go up and get posted. But yeah, it's going to be a busy time. So I'll definitely be back next week. I don't know what we're going to be working on, but I know we're going to have a lot of fun when we do. Antoine, thanks for coming in. I hope you have an excellent trip. Alessandra, thank you for coming in. I hope your market goes ahead and it goes very well. I hope everybody buys all of your bookmarks. Penny, I'm glad you're back up and running. I hope everything stays nice and cool for you. Dan, if you're still here, I hope you have an excellent rest of your week. And yeah, anybody else who might be lurking or anything else, I appreciate you coming in and watching the stream and hanging out with us. It's been a lot of fun. I really appreciate it. So that's all for me tonight. I'll be back next Monday on the same place and channel, and I will catch you all next week. Have a great week, guys. Bye.